Shotzi's ready, she can give me a thumbs up and we'll pop her on the show here. All right, here we go, folks. You know her. She's been making her way through the independent scene since leaving WWE. You know her from WWE. You've seen her at GCW and at Horror Slam and other independent promotions. This Thursday, MLW Summer of the Beast. She will be in action. It airs live on YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern. She is Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi, how you doing this morning?
Great. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. We appreciate you joining us.
Absolutely.
Now, do you watch any trash reality television shows?
I do. 90 Day Fiance is probably like one of the main ones. I don't keep up with it too much, but I'm one of those that will like come in every once in a while and be like, "Oh my God, what is going on?" You know.
So who's your favorite from 90 Day? From your experience watching 90 Day Fiance, who's your favorite person to watch on the show?
Oh my God, I don't know any of their names. I don't watch it religiously. I'll watch it when I visit my sister sometimes because she is obsessed with 90 Day Fiance. So I'll watch it with her. But what was the no neck guy?
I was gonna say the easy answer is Big Ed.
Big Ed. I mean, yeah, and he was with one of my Filipino sisters, so I was entertained.
Tell us about working with MLW, because this video package aired like just a couple of days after you announced your WWE departure. The video package aired at one of their events, and then now here it is this Thursday making your debut. How did this come together with MLW? How quickly did it come together with MLW?
Like pretty much immediately. I mean, they were at the top of my list, honestly, when I found out I was coming back to the Indies. I knew that MLW was a place that I wanted to go to. So fortunately for me, they hit me up like, they were probably one of the first promotions to hit me up, actually. So I feel really honored to be going there.
What drew you to Major League Wrestling and making that at the top of your list of places you wanted to go to when you left WWE?
I mean, I've been watching MLW since my first run on the Indies. That was a place that I really wanted to go to, but never had the opportunity to my first run. And now we're starting off hot, and I'm getting in there.
Any goals in MLW?
I respect that company so much, and I just want to be the face of that company. Like, I'm coming in determined to make waves and do some ballsy shit. And I just really want to represent them well and have a good time, talk a lot of trash and beat some ass.
Oh, sorry, I speak through. Being back on the independent scene. First off, how you feeling with everything, and what have you learned from your first run on the Indies, then going to WWE, and now being back on the independent scene?
I mean, I'm kind of doing the same thing I was doing, before I got signed, and I think that's what got me signed. Just being booked and busy, cutting lots of promos online, just being super present on social media, and just like doing everything that I can to promote myself. I think that's what got me signed in the first place. And so coming back to the Indies, it was just like riding a bike, like I came back with a lot of energy. Well, also because I, had been sitting at home for a while, and I have that hunger coming back to the Indies. But yeah, it feels good. It feels good. I'm having a lot of fun. And, it does help having the WWE name behind me now. It's a little easier to get my bookings for sure.
Well, someone that you have been interacting with a lot on social media as of late has been Matt Cardona. So tell us how those interactions have been going, because I've seen it's come a little bit too close to home at some points so far.
I mean, sometimes you gotta cut deep to get what you want, right? Look, he's sitting at the top of the throne, and I want to take the indie Iron Throne from him. And so, as soon as I came back to the Indies, I knew I had to gun for Matt Cardona because he's at the top, and that's where I want to be.
Okay, but how much does Matt Cardona just suck? Like, let's just bury him.
I mean, absolutely. He's a terrible person, very selfish, completely unaware, but that's okay. You're going to have a new, better indie god soon.
Now he's milking this John Cena thing. Like, oh, look, I got shouted out on WWE TV. He's making
I saw
shirts out of it.
I saw the shirts. They're pretty great.
He's going to monetize everything. He's going to monetize this interview, Shotzi.
Yeah.
He's going to use this.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's probably wiping his butt right now and taking that toilet paper and he's getting ready to put it on his whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like that man will turn toilet paper to gold.
He's going to take a clip from here and look, 10 seconds of Shotzi burying me, buy the NFT or something. Like that's
yeah, he's like, oh, Shotzi mentioned my whatnot. I'm on air tonight at 5:30.
Yeah, that's what he does. Terrible. He's the worst.
Absolutely.
All right, I have to ask, this is one of the way you do this move, I feel for you every time. And so I just have to ask how you feel doing it. But it's the suicide dive onto the stack of chairs on the outside. Like, what goes through your mind as you run through the ropes and you see these chairs and you crash into them, essentially?
You know, that spot in particular, I try not to think about anything, because once you start getting in your head about stuff, that's when things go wrong. So anytime I'm doing some sort of stunt like that, I just have to hold my breath and just go.
I respect it. I mean, every time I see it, like, it looks really cool, but I just feel for you. I'm like, oh my God, that looks like it sucks.
Yeah, the first one was a lot more brutal than the second time I did it. I messed everything up in my body that first time I did it at the Evolve anniversary show. Yeah, that sucked. And I told myself that if I was going to do that again, I wasn't going to miss it, and somehow it happened again.
Well, you talk about putting your body on the line, and you did that from one of your first bookings after leaving WWE when you entered Tournament of Survival. I actually rewatched the matchup yesterday when I knew we were going to talk to you. How was that, just kind of going in feet first into something that's so dangerous like a death match? And I know you've already said that's your final kind of death match that you're going to do, but how was that experience for you?
Well, that's exactly what I wanted. And it's kind of a full circle thing, because that chair spot that I did at Evolve for their anniversary show, I think was kind of one of the things that got me signed. It was on the WWE network, and Ciampa was my producer for that match. And Hunter definitely watched it. And I got signed pretty soon after that, and I think just that fearless attitude was one of the things that got me my first contract. So I had to do it coming back to the Indies to make it a full circle moment, because I just wanted it to be like, hey, I'm back.
On the independent scene, there are a lot of, we'll say, themed shows. A lot of wrestlers run kind of a theme show. Josh Barnett has Bloodsport. Joey Janela has his Spring Break show. If we gave Shotzi a theme show, we'll call it House of Horrors, something like that. Give me a couple of matches, whether it's you against somebody or people that you really think deserve an opportunity on the independent scene. Like, what would be part of Shotzi's House of Horrors?
I mean, look, I have already pitched this. Come October, you're definitely going to see a Shotzi show coming somewhere. I don't want to give any, too many details away, but I hosted Halloween Havoc for years, and I want to host another show in October, and I've already got stuff cooking up. I had been pitching to WWE to have a casket match for, since I started doing hosting Halloween Havoc, and it just never happened because no girl had ever done a casket match, and I wanted to be the first, and I made that clear for so many years. So you'll definitely see me in a casket match. I'll be hosting a show, and I want it to be like all gimmicked up. Like I want everyone to have a spooky gimmick. Everyone's spinning the wheel and making the deal. So yeah, I'm gonna like bring my own version of Halloween Havoc to you this October.
There we go. Look at that. Breaking a little news here. We appreciate
Yeah.
it. We appreciate it, Shotzi. Go ahead.
Well, you asked the right questions. You
Hey,
get some good answers.
I try.
Well, you say you love casket matches. What's kind of a couple of your favorite casket matches that you've ever seen?
Oh my God, that's so hard. Obviously Taker takes the cake for it. I was lucky enough to see the wall of Taker's caskets at the warehouse in Connecticut. So yeah, I mean, like that's just something that I've always wanted to do, especially because not a lot of girls do casket matches. And I just love all of the spooky stuff. So I'm just excited.
Someone who we've seen on television, gotten a little bit of flowers recently from the Bella twins, actually, is your friend Scarlet, who you visit horror houses with and travel and do very supernatural things that I don't quite understand, but I love the show you did with Scarlet. Tell us a little bit about Scarlet, and like, do you feel that she's maybe underused and underutilized on television a little bit?
I mean, like if it was up to me, Scarlet would be champion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
love it.
She people don't give her enough credit, and people don't get to see that she's actually a badass in the ring, and she's down. Like, I've wrestled her so many times. She was actually my partner when I was getting called up. They had us doing like dark matches in front of the boys before like Raw and SmackDown. I would wrestle her like twice a week, and she was just always down. And not only that, she's like such a character and so sexy. Like, you see what like Mariah May is doing, and like she's getting so over. Like, I'm like, Scarlet was like the pillar of that. Like, she was, she was like Impact's John Cena, basically, if you like think back to when she debuted at Impact, and like she was the babe there. Like, I miss her being able to show how much of a face she is and how much of a babe I mean, people see how much of a babe she is every week because she's so sexy. But I think that she could be the face of a company. I think that she should be using her voice more and using her skills more.
Someone else you worked with pretty closely is Athena, and I've seen you comment on her upcoming show, Who Runs the World, all-women show in Texas. What have you thought about what she's been able to achieve, whether it be for Ring of Honor, AEW, and her upcoming show that's going to be kind of really pushing forward women's wrestling?
I mean, I think so highly of her. I do genuinely think that she is the best women's wrestler in the world, and like she should be holding every championship. She does great as the ROH Forever champion, right? Like, she just makes everyone bring it in the ring. And of course, she would start some badass women's promotion and build women's wrestling on the independent scene. So I'm really excited to see where that goes. Like, I think that could be like the next Shimmer, we haven't seen like a huge women's promotion really take over since Shimmer in America. So I would love to see that grow, and I would love to be a part of it at some point. Unfortunately, my schedule didn't work out for this first one, but yeah, I'm so proud of her.
Shotzi, we play a game here on the channel. It's called Partner Promo Punch in the Face. So I'm going to give you I'm gonna give you 3 names. You pick one to tag team partner with, one
Okay.
to do a promo battle against, and
Okay.
one to punch in the face, which is basically you have a singles match against them.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Gotcha.
I'm gonna try to make this a little bit difficult for you, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna do a different version of the game after SB3 asks a question. But for this version, partner promo, punch in the face. Scarlet, Bailey, Charlotte Flair.
Scarlet, Bailey, Charlotte. Ooh, okay. And it's partner, punch in the face, and
Promo.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh, okay. Definitely got to partner up with this is hard because Bailey is like my San Jose girl. Yeah, I'm gonna partner up with Scarlet because she is my partner in crime always. I would promo against. Oh! Bailey has been killing it on the mic, so I would really love to hear what she has to say about me. And I'll go toe-to-toe with Charlotte because I have always loved working her, and she takes me to my limits. So I'll punch Charlotte in the face for sure.
Well, thinking about, all the times you've had with a couple of those ladies right there and reflecting on your time in WWE, what would you say was your proudest or most fulfilling moment or match that you had in your entire time in WWE?
Oh, I mean, definitely shaving my head and cutting that promo for my sister. That will always be number one in my heart. If we're talking about just basic good times, wrestling in my wedding dress in Vegas directly after my wedding, that is, just the funnest moment I had, and I got to share with my husband, and it was just so ridiculous in me. Those are the 2 that stand out for sure.
All right, I'm gonna remix the game a little bit.
Okay.
Make it a little bit more difficult because I know you're a horror fan. So we're gonna do survive with.
Ooh, I love that.
Sacrifice.
Ooh, okay.
Sacrifice can be kind of, you can either throw them to
the
whoever's
zombies
after you,
Yeah.
and then murder. You have to do the deed.
Ooh, okay.
All
Wow.
right. So I'm gonna give you people who you've kind of teamed with throughout your WWE run. So the people you were aligned with before your departure: Gigi Dolan, Tatum Paxley, someone you teamed with a lot on a lot of the tours, Bianca Belair.
Ooh, okay. Survive with, sacrifice, and
Murder. Yeah, we love murder on this show.
What is the context? Why am I murdering them? What is the context?
You're the killer. You're the killer.
Oh.
You're the killer.
You have to, and you gotta lop off their
You're
head.
wearing the ghost mask.
Yep.
Okay, well, definitely got to survive with Bianca because she's taking everyone down.
Fair.
I gotta keep her around. If we're in a zombie apocalypse or if we're going against Jason or Freddy or whoever, she's taking them out, and then I'm just gonna be sitting pretty watching her defeat all these monsters. So yeah, definitely gotta survive with Bianca because with her I truly will survive. Damn. Okay. Well. Sorry, Gigi, you're gonna be sacrificed. I gotta throw her to the zombies, but you know what? She got a big old booty, so she's gonna keep them hungry for a little bit. So if I throw her to the zombies, they will have a lot to munch on. So they'll be held back for a little bit.
We're eating ass. The zombies say.
Yeah, so I'm giving those zombies some groceries with Gigi Dolan for sure. And then that just leaves me murdering Tatum Paxley, which I'm sorry, girl. That's just where I gotta leave you to. I would never want to murder you, but I guess if I had to, you would make it a fun time.
I'm just thinking of the headline I'm going to write of Shotzi Blackheart would feed Gigi Dolan's ass to the zombies so they would be.
Yeah, you know what? That has to be the headline. And
100%.
That girl is hilarious. So you already know that she's gonna come up with some funny quote tweet to add to it. So yeah, those zombies are getting fed for a while.
Oh,
That was perfect. That was perfection.
If she had an OnlyFans, this is where I would plug it.
it might be coming soon. Zombies need not apply. Zombies get a free membership.
Yeah.
Shotzi, we appreciate you joining us here this morning. Let everybody
Absolutely.
know where they can find you at. And again, it's MLW Summer of the Beast. It is Thursday. It is live. It is free on YouTube. Shotzi will be there. Let everyone know where they can find you at elsewhere.
Well, okay, so I am starting to really work on my YouTube channel, so follow me at Shotzi Blackheart. I am actually putting out a documentary that I really, really love and is so precious to me. It's my first weekend back at on the Indies, and you see all of the emotions, everything that means so much to me, wrestling back at Hood Slam, you know, where I started. So that'll come up this Saturday. I'll post it probably on my YouTube, so stay tuned for that. And then I'll be vlogging a lot more, I promise. And I just opened my store. It's called ShotziShop.com. And I'm still tweaking out some payment issues, but that's where you can buy all of my merch. And yeah, those are my 2 plugs.
There you go. Thank you, Shotzi. Have fun on Thursday.
Wait.
Yeah,
and also pre-order my big rubber guy at collectmajor.com. You have like only a couple more days to get it, and then it's gone for good.
But still, fuck Matt Cardona.
But also, fuck Matt Cardona.
There we
he
go.
Sucks.
Thank you, Shotzi. Have fun on Thursday, and good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Yes. Good luck.